IsReal News. This is the morning briefing for Thursday, March 19th. The U.S. Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, says today will see the most intense strikes since the start of the war. In a statement, Hegseth said U.S. forces have destroyed all 11 submarines of the Iranian Navy and significantly degraded Iran's ballistic missile production capabilities. He added that operations will continue until objectives are achieved, with no set timetable. This comes as U.S. and Israeli operations inside Iran continue to expand. In Israel, air raid sirens were triggered twice within less than an hour due to missile launches from Iran. Alerts were activated across central, southern, and Jerusalem regions. The Israel Defense Forces say the threats were intercepted, with reports of debris falling in central areas and no immediate reports of injuries. This occurs as Iran continues repeated launches toward Israeli territory. Earlier, additional sirens were activated in northern Israel, including the Carmel area, following launches from Lebanon. No injuries were reported. Authorities also identified interceptor debris in an open area in the north. This takes place amid continued cross-border fire from Lebanon. Israeli forces report continued strikes inside Iran, including the targeting of Basij personnel and infrastructure. The IDF says a Basij member was killed at a base in western Iran and that multiple positions in Tehran were struck in recent days. This follows ongoing efforts to degrade Iranian military capabilities. Separately, the IDF reports destroying an Iranian Mi-17 helicopter at an airfield in western Iran. The military says the strike was conducted using real-time intelligence and is part of efforts to expand air superiority in the region. This comes as Israel continues operations targeting Iranian air assets. In Iran, media reports say a replacement has been appointed for senior official Ali Larijani, with former Defense Minister Hossein Dehghan named to the role. There is no official confirmation of the appointment. This occurs amid reported changes in Iran's leadership structure during the conflict. Regional attacks continue across the Gulf. According to Reuters, an airstrike targeted the Yanbu port in Saudi Arabia, causing light damage. A drone strike also hit the Mina Abdullah refinery in Kuwait, where a fire was reported. This takes place as Iranian-linked attacks extend beyond Israel. Satellite imagery indicates damage to a French military base in Dubai following Iranian strikes. Additional imagery shows a fire aboard an Iranian naval vessel at the port of Bandar Abbas. This occurs amid ongoing exchanges affecting both military and infrastructure targets. U.S. President Donald Trump said the United States did not have prior knowledge of an Israeli strike on Iran's South Pars gas field. In a statement, Trump warned that if Iran attacks Qatari energy facilities again, the United States would respond by striking Iran's energy infrastructure. This follows continued attacks on energy sites in the region. Separately, Saudi Arabia's foreign minister said the kingdom reserves the right to take military action in response to Iranian strikes, stating that Iran has not understood prior warnings. This reflects increasing pressure among regional governments as attacks continue. In Thailand, police are investigating an assault on an Israeli tourist in Bangkok by two Spanish nationals. Authorities say the suspects fled after the incident, and the victim was treated for possible concussion. This comes amid continued reports of incidents targeting Israelis abroad. In Lebanon, a journalist and cameraman were reported injured during an Israeli strike near the Litani River. The incident occurred after warnings were issued to evacuate the area. This takes place as Israeli operations continue in southern Lebanon. In the United States, officials are investigating reports of unidentified drones detected above a military base in Washington, D.C., where senior officials reside. Authorities say the origin of the drones has not been determined. This occurs amid heightened alert levels tied to the ongoing conflict. In the United Kingdom, two men appeared in court accused of conducting surveillance on Israeli and Jewish targets in London on behalf of Iranian intelligence. Prosecutors say devices seized from the suspects contained a list of locations including the Israeli embassy and a historic synagogue. This comes as authorities monitor potential foreign-linked threats. Global markets reacted to the ongoing conflict, with U.S. stock futures declining and oil prices rising. Brent crude increased to approximately $112 per barrel following attacks on energy infrastructure in Iran and Qatar. This reflects continued volatility linked to the regional escalation. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.